Hello, hello, welcome back to OneShot. Picking up where we left off. About to reopen the game. No dreams, huh? Alright. I guess the dreams aren't too necessary anymore, though. Let's see. But yeah, the elevator they're talking about the big one. Let's see. Here we are at the 11th hour. Shouldn't you be with the other evacuees? Maybe. I wonder if the big clock has reached zero yet. I want to be here when everything ends. Jeez. It's a little pessimistic, isn't it? Yeah. Talking about this, and no, let's see, we still got 87 days, 12 hours, 34 minutes, and 43 seconds. So, it's the end of the world whenever summer starts, apparently. But I don't think we'll have to worry about that. Good afternoon. Please leave me be. We are running out of time. I mean, you got nearly 3 months. Come on. Communication with service have been lost. I'm unable to do anything. Like, come on. 3 months is at least enough time to get your stuff packed and moved somewhere else. Who took my stapler? I don't know why I find that so funny. It's the kind of thing people would complain about at work, I'm sure. At my work, too, specifically. Alright, so... that's the clock up there. Yeah. Screen is off, because the world machine doesn't want to talk to us. I wonder if there's anything to talk about this time around, or if there's anything, like, at all going to happen. Nope, okay. But yeah, they mean this, so... okay. Elevator here. Green, pink, blue, and another elevator. Elevator has a button panel. Tapping the door doesn't do it either. That usually works. Wait, there's a lever hanging from the ceiling. Can't reach it. What about this one? Elevator won't open. Looks like it's stuck on another floor. Okay. Some weird square light on the floor. Glows green. Glows red. Glows blue. And this one's purple. Big rectangle floor. Glows purple. Okay. Yeah, those are the elevators we're supposed to get to, but not really anything we can do at the moment, it seems. Found some elevators. What? Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area. It was in a locked room. Oh. Do they, work? We don't know yet. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach. Wait, you can help us. What? You should be able to reach the lever, because you're taller than me. Oh, I guess I am. So, show me the way, I suppose. He also has his little, lantern thing to help reach it, even if he can't, reach it with his hands, so... Good afternoon. Okay. Same thing. Okay, I have no idea. He just kind of walks up and does something. This room gives me the creeps, man. Oh, same. Yep. So, what did you need my help with again? Can you reach the lever up there? Oh, right. Wait. I'm not that tall. Oh. At least it was worth a shot. Wait, I got this. Yeah, you got your little, lantern thingy to poke at it with, or pull it down. Nice. Thank you, mister. No problem, kid. So, you coming? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. So that's where this leads. Well, looks like the elevator works alright. I'll, go to the evacuees, I suppose. What is going on? No! It's the square stuff, isn't it? There aren't any in here, but I can hear them just outside the door. Yeah. Hold on, maybe God and I can... No, it's okay. Looks like the squares aren't inside the elevator. Yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do. But what about you? I'll figure something out. Okay. Well... Okay, well there's a backup elevator, so... Let's see... Store won't budge, okay. Okay, this one's working fine. Please, you mustn't. The labs could collapse at any moment now. Let go of me. Cedric? I couldn't stop him. Miss? Messiah? Oh, you came at an awful time. Come on, we have to get out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. And this time George is the number 2. Well, look who's back. How about next time you let me know before you leave the shelter and go into a literal death zone? Sorry. Got so worried, you know. Hey, you found the Messiah? Yeah. We ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. Couldn't stop him. I don't know why he's being so insistent. He said he needed to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Robot? That's why he needed that book so badly. Y'all talking about a kid with white hair and goggles? That's Cedric, yeah. He ran in here earlier, grabbed one of the books from my archive and ran straight out the door. Without even going through the checkout. The nerve of that kid. Said it was an emergency, so I didn't bother stopping him. Hope he doesn't get himself killed out there. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him to... Oh my gosh. Was that the labs? That poor kid. No! I am too. I'm sorry about your friend. The last time we spoke, you told me to look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. Are you kidding me? Kid, there's no way we're letting you out there. But I really have to. George is right. Squares seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand collapse. It's best if you stayed here until things stabilize. However long that takes. But, what about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring the sun back at least? The sun won't do us any good if the squares are just gonna mess everything up. sadly. Not to mention even getting there is going to be hard. If the world's like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. And if anything bad happened to the Messiah of all people, no, I won't allow it. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time, I thought it was still her faulty code speaking, but now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time we've been burned with you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you are just a lost child. Well, you're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We have been dealing with the tragedy for so long it's become background noise to us now. But for you, it must be so terrifying. Now you're stuck here for the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. It must seem so ungrateful. It's okay. When I first came to this world a long time ago, back then all I wanted was to go home. God, do you remember the very first time? I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end, I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home, even knowing the world would be doomed eventually. I still wanted the people here to be happy, so when you told me to return to the sun back then, I didn't even question it. But then I just came back. What? I went through that decision again, didn't I? But I came back again. Even though you were able to do both, the effects couldn't be permanent, could it? And then found out about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me to. Considering he told me not to think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset at you back at the mines. Thought for you to know all that, yet continue doing this, it just seems cruel. Then I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. But at the end, you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you too? It must be. The world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? But even if I really want to save the world. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we meet were I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please? Well, I'm convinced. After all that, it'd be super rude for me to stop you, wouldn't it? Well, if George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise us you'll be careful, okay? You guys be safe too. I have to cancel my appointment. This stinks. Monitoring. Scouting Unit 827 is still doing okay. You know, I finally saw the author today. Well, his flying machine at least. I was looking out one of the windows in the library and spotted it in the distance with my binoculars. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Robots are the ones that we can send out there now. Thankfully, we still have a couple of units that aren't too badly damaged. Sigh. It's comforting to see the faith you have in God. That's why I won't lose hope either. I had to leave my aquarium behind when they were sounding the sirens earlier. Wish I had time to rescue my fish. With the world being the way it is now, just glad the author was able to write down all this stuff before everything went off the rails. Comprehensive guide to phosphorus. There we go. Another group evacuee should arrive soon. Hope my friends are okay. Wonder where the author is. Apparently he just kind of stopped showing up. Head librarian said she's still getting his manuscripts, but no one has seen him in person in so long. Many people have been assuming the worst. You're going through these pages pretty fast. Actually, it's mostly pictures. The author is an artist too, you know. I could tell, yeah. lot complexes got totally totaled, didn't it? Yeah. All those hours I put into my work, and now, she fell asleep. Probably for the best. When the world ends, would it be better if it was gone in an instant or slowly fading away? Looks like we're stuck with the latter. What are you doing to that book? Editing it. Been in the author's shadow for my entire career. I'm gonna die soon. I want to die knowing I put out at least one original idea out there. The world is ending. What are we gonna do? Whatever we can. What, you need something? No, sue yourself. But just so that you know, due to recent events, the restriction on noise levels in the library has been temporarily lifted. So I won't be kicking people out like before. What? Think I'm going to be throwing out evacuees just because a delinquent stuck doing community service? No? Good, because I'm not. Oh, hello. Library is currently being used as a shelter right now. Lots of those squares are starting to show up on the streets. I know. Library was built fairly recently, you know. Shortly after the first squares appeared, they wanted to build something that could withstand particle collapse. The architects used the newest, strongest material they had. Thank goodness for that. Evening news. Everything is terrible. Kind of like how it is here. Reading helps me get my mind off things. Hello, person. Hi. Reshelving in progress. Please watch out for potential falling books. I will. Yep, still scared of ladders. And nothing up here. Okay. See if there's anything in particular to find out. Hello, person. This is library/temporary shelter. No. Alright, so. Up to the next segment of town, but can go that way. Big fish tanks. Okay. Okay. Can go that way. Here, Niko. Are you Rue? Yes. Did you already meet the others? Yeah, but everything is in place then. Come on, let's go back to the clock room. No, I don't think everything's quite in place. Please do not approach. This one's still fucky. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, we'll have to take this other one then that's over here. See if this elevator works. Where are the other two? Prototype and Cedric. They're supposed to be here already. Prototype's body was destroyed back in the Barrens. Cedric was going to bring him back with the memory disk, but he was in the lab complex when it collapsed. I don't think he made it. Oh, no. There goes our only chance. I'm sorry? It's not your fault, Niko. If anything, I should be apologizing to you. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, let's go upstairs. You know, this is the tallest building in this refuge. It's my favorite place in this world. I like the look of the far-off buildings and imagine what kind of lives that might be behind each of the windows. Can you lift me onto the banister? I want to get a better look. It was depressing for me at first too, you know, knowing that all this is, well, fake, simulated. Cedric told me about what happened to your old world. Did he? I'm really sorry about that. Can't imagine how you must feel. The feeling of never being able to go home again. That's probably not at all that different from your plight, right? Is it? It really is ironic. You are prevented from going home by the same individual who never wanted to bring you here. Huh? Who would that be? The world machine? You might know it as the entity. Oh, the entity. It does sound familiar. I think I heard it from the dice lady from another time. Was it the spirit of the world? Yes. The thing is, the world machine is only built to run on the mental abilities of someone else. It was never meant to develop a mind of its own. It was an oversight. My creator specialized in artificial intelligence for so long. It was simply ingrained in his work. And all machines are built with a fundamental law: never let a living being come to harm. From the world machine's perspective, it has to violate its deepest, most fundamental, foundational instinct. It has to put a living person in danger. It has to bring a real person into a dying world that isn't even real. Of course, the simulation never contained any real danger. The eventual intended ending was meant to be a happy one, but the world machine doesn't know that. Really? Unfortunately. Sentient machines tend to handle conflicts in their code very badly. This central conflict triggered a self-destructive downward spiral. You can see physical manifestations of that everywhere you know. Squares? That's the world machine corrupting its own code. My creator says it's largely an involuntary process induced by stress and the desire to self-terminate. Your creator knows? Sounds like this has been going on since the beginning then. Yeah. The disruption was an issue during test runs even. At first my creator thought the instability was due to the sheer scope of the project. He spent most of the remaining time testing it over and over again, scaling down the story, reiterating the narrative. By the time he realized the actual root of the problem, our homeworld's remaining lifespan was measured in mere days. Oh. Is there any way for us to fix the world machine? We tried. The world machine doesn't believe any of the world residents are real, myself included. The odds are against us. We have no chance of taming it. Taming? I've heard that word so many times. I only know it's complicated and that it has to do with the robots, right? But for once I want to know what it really means. That's what I'm here for. Do you know what a robot is? Yeah? No, I mean, do you know what a robot is? A robot is not a real person, is it? Right. It's a being whose entire existence is code. A flexible programming with thoughts dictated by someone else's design. They can be copied, they can be mass-produced, they can be assigned all sorts of jobs. And most importantly, they will never confuse themselves with the living. They will always be bound by their code, the knowledge that they are a robot. But this was more of a limitation than anything else. Yeah, that makes sense. You can't really build a robot to not follow its own code, can you? People have tried, but it's a recipe for disaster. In a way, that's what happened to the world machine. The code conflicts things? Yeah. But while you can't build a robot to not follow its code, you can establish a special bond with it. If the strength of that bond is strong enough, the robot's mental capacity will start to develop outside its programming. In a way, it's starting to believe itself as real, valid individual. It's a complete suspension of disbelief on your end, though. You have to fully embrace the robot as a genuine living person, even knowing they are not. You need to spend a lot of time with it, treat it like a good friend, devoting your heart to the robot until it is able to return your feelings. Makes it sound so easy, doesn't it? You and God know better than anyone that it's not. Right now, the world machine is probably really, really scared. This content update involves some pretty deep code work. The creator was able to access some of the source code, you know. He did what he could and established new connections between maps. Those links enabled you to meet the other two. But as it turns out, the new code confused the world machine to such an extent that it's breaking down altogether. Even though the world machine always had self-destructive tendencies, it usually restrains itself when you are in the world. It doesn't want to take you along with it. All my creator wanted was to write a happy ending. Right now, the only hope of saving you is to take you through that ending. But now the other two are gone. I don't even know how we're going to get you there. We should go, even if this place is no longer safe. There they are. Guys are okay. Yep. When the factory started collapsing, I really thought we didn't have a chance. Fortunately, the robot assembly rooms were built pretty tough. And it actually did not take me long to bring Proto back. All thanks to Father's book. He had made my design documents to be compatible with the assembly machines there. All I had to do was scan in the blueprints and reconfigure some machine settings. Father really does think of everything. That he does. Just glad everyone is okay. Me too. Things were looking really hopeless back there, weren't they? But now that everyone's here, maybe we can still fix everything? Or at least you know what. Or at least you know whatever's left. Either way, we'll do everything we can to help get you there. Niko, will you lead us back to the room? Mm-hmm. Let's do this. Oh, this is... No wonder he wanted us to all be here for this. Now, what are these things anyway? Code portals? They temporarily move us from the world. What? It's a bit hard to explain, but basically my father has hidden a decryption key in our code with a text file as a shell. But to get to them, we have to be removed from the world and decompiled. When our keys are combined to a central location, it will activate an encrypted part of this world, which will confuse cat noises. Rue, maybe it's better if you explain. I'll attempt. Basically, these portals are all represent a physical location on God's machine. Oh. When we enter these portals, we will be sent to that location, wherever that is. I'm sure God is already pretty familiar with retrieving puzzle pieces from this world on our system. This time God would need to move around some things as well. Specifically by moving the keys from the small portal to the big one. I don't know what's happens next though. I see. Does God know where these portals lead at least? You should probably ask God on this. Right. Hold on. Journal is glowing again. Okay. Portals, so. Doo-doo. Portal 1. Portal 2. Nothing. Portal 3. And big portal. Okay. Well, anyway. Glow's green. This one's configured to my code, I think. Some weird light on the floor. Glow's red. This one's meant for me then. Some weird light on the floor. Glow's blue. This one is be configured to my code. And this one would be Niko. Big rectangle on the floor. Glow's purple. Let's see. Blue NPC prototype PNG. Key text. Seems you must put this file in the big portal. Okay. Goes in big portal. Portal 2. Green NPC Cedric. Cedric PNG. Key text. That also goes to portals. And big portal. And portal 3. Red Rue. Rue PNG. And key red. And that goes into the big portal as well. Big rectangular light on the floor. Glows purple. It's a door. Let's see. Boop. That was quite peculiar, I'll say. Hey, this is the World Machine. Let's see. Yeah, we still got plenty of time, it seems. Memory. Big photo. Wait, no. It's a painting. Hard to tell at first. Detailed drawing of a machine with lots of TV screens. It's called a blueprint, Niko. So that's what a blueprint is. Shelf full of books. Black clovers in a glass case. Full of notebooks and sketchbooks. Folders and loose papers. Huge book on the table. Watercolor sticks. Stacked books. Coat rack with a scarf and a big jacket. Glass on. Tea does sound really nice right now. Too bad there's no water in there. Piece of amber on a string. Looks just like that necklace the robot lady showed me. Full of books. Bulletin board with lots of paper on it. Photos too. This is my father's study. Feels like he's still here, doesn't it? Like he's still with us. Yeah. This place contains a lot of memories. I am grateful to see it again. Pyramid Head doesn't really lead anywhere, but gotta still remember what to do here. Ah. Close. Alright. are now officially inside the world machine. Niko. Ah! Relax. Just borrowing your reflection to talk to you. It's not like my physical form is good for that. Ah! Why did you come here? Can't you see? The disruption, the squares, they're closing in. Niko, please, get out of here. Let me meet my end in peace. The squares are blocking my way too, you know. Oh. I'm sorry, it's alright. No living being should it be in this place, Niko. Is this the tower? Part of it. This is the center of the engine. Inside my head, so to speak. So this is the center of the world machine? You know my original name. How? Ryu, Cedric, Prototype, they all told me bits and pieces. Not even sure if I understand a lot of the stuff they said, but I know what you're supposed to be. I know why you had to be built. And I know why I'm here. They told you? When? Wait, you don't know about that? But I thought you were the world. Are you supposed to see everything? No. All this was outside of the protocol. This session was never supposed to happen the way it did. The story wasn't written into my protocol at all. Oh, right. You told me something about how your creator had to alter the code. I think it was to connect some areas together so that we could meet. My creator, yes. God listened to my creator. They were all working beyond my scope of influence. Back at the mines, I remember. God did something to find a hidden map. I did not even recognize it. I couldn't see anything there. I just knew what you were feeling. You were really upset. Something happened in there to make you upset. After that, I panicked. That was when the cave-in happened. I remember the structure collapsing. Thought you got hurt. In that moment, I really thought I was shutting myself down for good. I really am a flawed machine, aren't I? What kind of machine would go against the wishes of its own creator? What kind of machine would? Squares. You told me it was your own code going bad. But that's not really your fault, is it? Yes, it was. At first it was intentional. During testing long before he realized I was self-aware, I would rearrange specific parts of the code, jumbling up bits and pieces of the landscape, blocking passages, collapsing catwalks. Though they were very localized, it caused my creator a great deal of frustration, forcing him to exit and restart testing again and again. Why would you do that? I got curious. I just thought he would figure it out eventually. But before he knew how to fix it, the world's NPCs, the characters, some of them got too close and it spiraled out of control after that. I couldn't contain it all. My panic only made it worse. Eventually any character who gained the knowledge of who I am, their code, my code, couldn't handle it. Previous iterations of the world had more people, you know. And I almost endangered my creator too. I was so scared, Niko. I know you're upset because you don't want to put living people in danger, living people like me. In the beginning, I tried to fight it, but my core programming made me summon you here. I tried to send you back home at the tower, but it did not work. Then I wanted you to break the sun. I thought that would have worked, but I had no way I would be sure. But God brought you back anyways. Niko, all I want is for you to wake up back in your world. But I don't think I can make it happen. But I know I can't go back home without saving the world for real. Which means we have to fix the root of the problem. We have to fix you. But that's... I know the original ending your creator put in was a happy one. Do you remember what it's supposed to be? It's far too late for that. That part of my code has been long corrupted. That's okay. I'd still like to know. Alright. You were supposed to place the sun at the summit, and then credits would scroll. Credits? And then you would return to the room you woke up in. That's where you would have been able to leave. And why is it that you can't do it now? Niko, the code's gone, remember? Shattering the sun was only supposed to be a workaround. I don't even remember the original code enough to describe it. But at the same time, oh, I don't know. Sounds like you're always fighting yourself. You can tell, huh? It's the whole thing about conflicts in your code, isn't it? I am a machine, Niko. Machines are built with a fundamental law, which is never let a living being come to harm. You knew? My very existence conflicts with that law. I thought the life of a living being like you is so unique, so precious. This fake world isn't worth that risk. But the people here, I think they are. They are code too, you know this. Their behavior all derived from a predetermined matrix of actions. All extensions of my own programming. They cannot act outside of its... You though, you're the only person who actually real here. That's why. It's pointless to put you in danger to save them. To save me. I don't think that's true. About the people I know. You said this session wasn't in your code, right? Yeah. So if this session wasn't supposed to happen, if even you didn't know what to do, how would the characters, how did the people know how to respond? You saved yourself when you didn't know what was happening. You just kind of stopped working for a while. So how did the people know what to do to help me get here? Even if it meant getting hurt themselves. Even if it meant messing up their own code. You might not think they are real, but there must be something real in them. And if they're all supposed to be extensions of your code, then there must be more to your own programming than you know, too. Can you try to put me through the ending? The one you described? How many hot times do I have to say this? That code is gone. It's all squares now. I'll just put you in danger. I'll risk it. I remember Rue said the world was never designed to put me in danger. Your creator wouldn't want that. And I trust you too. Even if your code is broken, you can still go outside that code, right? I can't. I'm not tamed. Yes, you are. You talk just like the tamed robots I know. The robot lady, prototype. Taming is when a real person cares about you, right? It's when a real person thinks you're real too, right? Well, guess what? I do. I don't know, God does too. Even though you told them they only had one chance, they found a way back, didn't they? Why do you think God would keep coming back? Why do you think God would restart even after the ending? I think God wants to save both of us, so please, give me a chance. I don't know. Never done this before. I'm scared. You can do it. I know you can. If you'll only come this far, I'll try. I can't promise anything, but here, take the sun. I'll try to remember the lost code and recreate it. But for that to happen, Niko, you need to navigate through this room. You need to get past the square somehow. Oh, I don't like this. What if you get hurt? It's fine, it's fine. I'll try to be careful, okay? I can do this. Hey, you see that? Squares just happened again. I think something is making them go away. Come on, let's try the rest. I think it's working. Niko's right. I might actually be tamed after all. I remembered what the code was supposed to be. Only bits and pieces, but I can remember. And I'm trying to fill in the blanks too. And I'm restoring the original ending as we speak. Niko will be able to reach the tower summit at the end of the credits. After replacing the sun, Niko will go back to where it all began. And then Niko will be able to go home from there. But this is permanent. After Niko wakes up back home, this world would only exist as a memory. For Niko, a dream, like thousands of other dreams. For you, a story, like thousands of other stories. But as long as Niko remembers this place, as long as you remember this place, it'll be alright. I was able to restore some of the other elements too. The characters, the people that were lost on Niko's journey, they're all in the next room. I would have put them back where they belong, but not yet. I think Niko should see them again first. Please say goodbye to Niko for me. Messiah? Robot lady! You're okay. I think so. The last thing I remember was the squares closing in on me, but then I ended up here unscathed? Is that so? This is such a strange room. We can't be in the tower, can we? I'm actually not sure myself. Where did you come from, anyway? The room where the world machine was? Pardon? I think the world machine is trying to remember now. The code that went bad. I think it's restoring it all. That must have been why the squares were going away. That's why you're here, miss. I think the world machine is able to recover your code, too. World machine. Huh. Oh, I'm not sure I should tell you this, but... what's that in the distance? It looks like a few more people are showing up. Oh! Are they people you know? It's a bit too far to tell. Come on, let's go take a closer look. Hey, robot. Hello. Hi. I cannot move. Oh yeah. I guess there's no water here. It's fine. The head engineer can help me later. Hello, Messiah. Plant lady. I thought you wasn't even squares that did it. No. I just wanted to see you both again. Just wanted to say thank you. Off you go now. Off you go, Messiah. Niko, you're okay too. Did you guys just get here? I think so. Squares started multiplying around the island after you guys left. It was so freaky. Fell right into a bunch of them. Collins tried to save me, and then we both ended up in this room. Biggest scare of my life, for sure. Oh. Say, what is this place? Are we in limbo? Lula, not dead. Wait, are we? Good question. Hey, are they gonna be okay? They're fine, Niko. Everyone is fine. The world machine will send them home soon. Oh. Well, God says you're not dead. Phew. They also said you'll be able to go back to your home very soon. That's even better than limbo. Off you go, Messiah. It's you. Glad to see you in one piece. Glad to see you're okay too. After the whole elevator thing, that was the most awkward elevator ride I've been through. And by awkward, I mean terrible, bad, awful, the absolute worst. The squares, like, started leaking into the room, right? And I was trapped like a rat. And they just kept filling in the room faster, right? Am I dead? No, you're fine. Everyone in this room is fine. You'll be able to go back home soon. Oh, thank goodness gracious. Can't work when I'm dead. Yeah, that's... that grind mindset's a little too real sometimes. Thank you for playing. This path leads to the summit of the tower. You already know what to expect, right? It's the glass room, right? That's it. You can go through this portal when you are ready. Goodbye, Niko. In the end, the world machine was starting to create its own code, going above and beyond its programming, not as the result of error, but as a conscious choice on the part of the machine, being able to generate its own path forward. That's what being tamed is all about. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you for everything, Niko. We'll miss you. Looks like you managed to do it. Managed to tame the world machine, Niko. I feel like the world machine has been tamed this whole time, just by God and I being here. We did spend a lot of time here, after all. Both of us never really stopped believing in this world. The world machine just needed to realize that, I guess. That sounds like a possibility. Or not. Well, just throwing that idea out there. Alright. This is where the sun belongs. Here goes nothing. This is the room where I first woke up in. God, are you still here? God? I'm still here. I think it worked. It did. The sun is back. I actually got to see it this time. We actually did it. So, what do we do now? I guess I should figure out how to get home from here. Wait. This isn't a door, is it? Looks like one of those portals we saw all the way back in the city. In the room behind the big clock. And I see a wheat field on the other side. I see my village. I hear my mama. She's looking for me. This isn't the first time we've said goodbye, is it? But this will be the last time, won't it? I don't think we'll ever see each other after this. And what will become of the world? For all we've been through. After everything we've done, I still don't know. This place, these people, won't stop existing. They'll be in your memory. They'll be in my memory, too. I promise I'll never forget this world. Promise I'll never forget you. take care of yourself, okay? You too. Goodbye, Niko. Goodbye. Off he goes. So, close this. And it's almost time, so with that, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. All the usual blah blah YouTube wants to do. And I want to say there's one more round of things to do in OneShot, but we'll see you next time. So, till then, like I said, I hope you all have a good day, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Later.